water in here. Not sugar water, but water. But it's my favorite cup because life is sweet, but some of us are eating too much sweetness into our bellies. Females only need 6 teaspoons of sugar a day, according to the American Heart Association, and that's only 100 calories. And of course, while I'm telling you about how to cut out sugar in your life and retrain your buds, your taste buds, we will get you moving. So stand on up. This workout has to do with small weights, and we're going to work arms, and we're also going to burn some calories with a tiny bit of cardio. So get your 1, 2, or 3 pounders here, maybe 5s if you want to challenge yourself. I'm using my 3 pounders. We're just going to start with bicep curl overhead press, and might as well march it out while you're at it so we get the legs moving too. Here comes circulation. We're burning calories, and you're going to learn something about how to cut out the sugar. Sugar can make us unhealthy. It makes us gain weight, and sugar does not necessarily cause diabetes, but when you eat too much of it, you can get obese, and then you could be faced with diabetes. So next thing we're doing are front lifts. We're lifting, we're lowering. Hold those abs in tight as if somebody was going to punch you. Take a zipper. Pretend you're wearing a suit of armor. Grab the zipper and zip it up. So those are your core strength muscles. So let me start the timer again. 30 seconds, lift and lower. So this sugar thing, do you think you're hooked on sugar? A lot of us are. Some of the signs are that you crave sugar, or when you do get some sugar in front of you, like chocolate or cookies, you go crazy, you lose control. That's a sign that you might be hooked on sugar, and it doesn't have to be that way. Breathe. Now, you can train your brain to not need sugar, because the problem with sugar is sugar fuels every cell of your brain, so your brain likes it. So if you eat too much of it, your brain gets used to it. So start cutting that back. Now you can either march or run here, it's up to you. It's only 30 seconds, come on. We're burning the calories, burning those sugar cookies you ate earlier. Now, starch equals sugar because starch are complex carbs, and your body takes those and breaks them down into simple carbs. Now we're working triceps, so you're just kind of making the weight disappear on a diagonal. So try to touch the middle of your upper back and then pull it back up again. These are great for the back of the arms. So avoid the complex carbs, like rice and white rice and white flour, white breads, forget about those. Now watch this one. Let's do elbow to knee and way back. So it's a nice long line from your arm up there to the toe touching the floor. Cross it over. This is our ab workout and arms. So you can actually retrain your taste buds because you don't need as much sugar as you thought. So you can start enjoying things that are not sweet. So you want to cut out a little bit of sugar at a time because it's not going to help you to give it up cold turkey or just make you crave it some more. So start adding in and substituting things, like instead of that cookie, reach for a cup of low-fat, low-sugar yogurt, and you can throw some berries in there to make the yogurt taste good. But you can retrain those taste buds. Let's go back to the run or march. Now, another thing you could do is cut out, those high-calorie sugars and start adding in the good-for-you sweets, like apples and bananas, that sort of stuff. Now, remember, those things have calories too, so everything in moderation, right? Just remember to take baby steps. You want to eat more fruits and veggies. Good, and then take swishes in back. So you take your weights and you just do swishes like that in back. Elbows are almost crossing This is a nice chest stretch, and it also works the back of the arms. And keep your feet moving while you're at it. Thank you so much for getting up and moving, because you know, I am the queen of less sitting in your life. Get up at least every half hour. Don't sit in front of that computer all day. Good, let's go back to the bicep overhead press. Another way to avoid eating so much sugar, start adding a little more protein and fat into your life. Because the thing is, if you eat an egg for breakfast with maybe a piece of cheese on it, it'll keep you going all day. And if you're not hungry, you're going to have less cravings, especially for sugar. So add the protein into your diet. Now front lifts, lift and lower. Keep the wrist straight. Remember to just zip up the coat of armor that you're wearing. Good, that's your abs, core strength working so the arms can move without your entire body moving. Good. Another thing to do to curb the sugar cravings is eat more fiber. So maybe start having, if you're not having your egg or peanut butter in the morning, you can have your bowl of oatmeal. That's great fiber. And you can also add beans into your diet. Try to add beans in to your lunch or your dinner. And I promise your belly will get used to them if you're worried about the excess gas. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and that will also help. But those fiber, protein, a little bit of fat is all good, because when you're happy and satiated with the belly, you're not gonna be craving the sugars. We're trying to cut out the sugars. All right, what are we doing? Triceps. So it's triceps crossing over. We're touching almost the middle of our neck back there. Back of the arms working and marching at the same time, because we girls like to multitask. So remember, there are hidden sugars in foods. Take a look at the label on this barbecue sauce. In 2 tablespoons, it has so much sugar in it. And you know you're going to use more than 2 tablespoons when you reach for the barbecue sauce. Also ketchup. You know, there are foods out there that have hidden sugars. So get used to reading labels. Good. And breathe. And drink some water when you can. And then the last way to avoid craving sugar is to go out and exercise. Exercise outside when possible, because when you're outside, it's so stimulating. Your brain is stimulated. There's birds flying by. There's people walking. There's trees to walk under. There's so much to see and do when you're outside. So it's good to be outside when you can. Now, right now, here in January, it's about 4 degrees outside my door, but I did get to the gym this morning. I went to a spin class. I'm a member of LA Fitness, and I went to this one class. Rick, I think his name was, he was the instructor. He was hilarious. He got us moving. He had us yelling. He said we weren't yelling loud enough, you know. So that was a lot of fun. It was a good workout, good way to start the day. All right, come on, we're running or marching. Get those knees up. Whew, can you feel it? My heart rate's up. You are burning calories. It's so good for you. Keep it moving. So yes, for 2018 especially, make sure that you're gonna add in like a half hour, at least 5 days a week of exercise. And it can be, you know, like my videos like this. You don't have to knock yourself out. You just want to get up and keep moving. Back of the arms, arms up, tap it down. And you know, if you do need the sweets, if you're having trouble gradually weaning yourself off of the sweets, keep some, what do they call it, little chiclet type gum around, or little mints or something. Werther's Originals, I like to keep them in my car, because when I get a sugar craving, I just have one of those. And those are 20 calories each for a little hard candy. And the hard candies last longer too. So it kind of makes you feel like, okay, I had my sugar fix, and then you're done, right? And then you go and eat your egg or your protein food. You know you can do this. It really is about baby steps. You got to change one little thing at a time to make the long-term commitments, right? Lift and lower. Ooh, are you crunching those abs and balancing also? It's so good for you. Keep it going. Keep your chin up. Keep breathing. Good. We only have a few more minutes left. Good job. Now, if you're like me, you probably ate a few cookies and you probably had a few martinis over the holidays. I know I put on I call it my winter coat. I put on my 5 pounds. It's pretty easy to do. But the holidays are over. So you know it's time to get back on track. We can lose those 5 pounds. Maybe tell yourself you're going to lose a pound a week. That would be good, and that's very possible, and it's also very healthy. A pound a week you can handle. And you know that you got 52 weeks ahead of you, so there's some significant weight loss you could be doing. All right, triceps, lift it up, and bring it on back. Good. Can you stand up tall? Good. I'm so proud of you. You're getting up off your chair. You're exercising with me. This is about 15 minutes worth, and you'll burn 100 or so calories, probably more than that, depending on if you were running or walking with me here. And we are sculpting the arms. Good. Let's put those down. Good job. Woo! Yeah, that burned a few calories. Got the circulation going. You're gonna be feeling smarter and looking better all day because of the little bit of exercise you just did. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you did the workout or if you will do the workout. All right, love you guys. Keep on staying healthy for 2018.